So today we will be studying the table. We will be making such table. So now this table has how many rows? Including the heading row. So row 1, and now henceforth I'll be just saying R1 and R2 and R3 and R4. Okay, and the blue is the border. The blue is the, what is it? Border. So the border can be, the thickness of the border can be adjusted. So if you wish to make the border more thick, you can do that also. So you can increase the thickness of the border. Okay, and what is the name of the table is over here. So it is which table? So you can give the name also of the table. Where have I given the name, above or below?
Below.
You can also give the name above also.
Above.
Okay, so this blue color is called as the border, and when we give the name, that is called as the caption. That is called as the caption. Okay, and now how many rows does this table have? 4 rows. The first row, which is in the red, is called as the heading, and the remaining 3 rows is called as the data. It's called as the
data.
So how many rows for heading and how many rows for the data?
1 row for the heading and 3 rows for data.
Yes. Usually the first row is your heading row and the other rows are your data. Okay. So heading is called as, so row is called as TR. It's called as TR stands for table row, and TH stands for
table heading,
and TD stands for
table data.
So how many times will you have TR? How many
4.
times will you have TR? 4 times. For each row we'll have a TR, and heading will be once and data will be thrice. Okay, and we'll have a name, we'll have a border. So let's get going. Yeah, so this is the basic template of a HTML page. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So this is the basic template of HTML page. So let's start with which tag. We are making a table. So table, and this blue color outline is called as the border. So you can choose the thickness of the border. The thickness of the border ranging from, you have, if you see over here, if you see, we have thickness of the line. Do you see over here? So if you draw a line in paint, it gives you the thickness of the line over here. Do you see over here how thick you want the line as? So the thinnest line is called as 1 and the thickest line is called as 10. So the border ranges from
1 to 10.
So let's first give 1 and then we'll change it to 10 later on and see the difference. So table border is 1, and now you close the table tag. Okay. Okay, now what name do you want to give to the table? That is in caption. That is in
caption.
And where do you want to give it? Up, down?
Up.
So that is called as this align. Is called as what? Where have you aligned that?
Top.
And what is the and then you close the caption. Then you close the, you can code in capital also, you can code in small also, no problem. HTML is not case sensitive. So this is the caption. And now how many times do we have to give TR?
4 times.
So let's give that. So TR, and the partner of TR is, so
TR.
once, twice, thrice,
And
and
quarter.
okay, done four times. Okay, now let's go to the
Yes,
first
sir.
TR. So the first TR is what? Data or heading?
Heading.
So let's give TH. Let's give.
TH.
So inside this we'll have. And what is the first heading?
Roll number.
And close the TH. Second heading.
S name.
And third heading.
Percentage.
Percentage. And close the TR. The first row is closed. Second is.
Data.
So let's go in the second TR and just copy paste this, but instead of TH we'll be using,
TD.
yes, you can code in capital or you can code in small, doesn't make a difference. TD. And what will be the data for the first row?
101. Alice. 90.
Whatever percentage you wish to give. Okay, and now copy this
Sir.
for your other rows also. Just change the data. So 102, Ben, and Ben has come second, to 89. And now go to the third row also. Okay, table close, body close, HTML close. Let's save it. So let's save it as a table, which is yesterday's file we have over here. So let's save it as table.html. How am I saving it? You can give any name, but I'm saving it as, you can give any name, a.html, b.html, give any name, but with the extension .html. Okay, saved. Now let's run it. Now this was yesterday's program. Yes. So in the same folder I have saved it. So do you see this?
Yes, sir.
Where is the table name written? On the top.
Top.
And this. So now if you want to bring it down, if you want to bring the name down, what will you do? Align bottom. Align.
Bottom.
The name will come down. And if you want to increase the border size, if I give size as 5, then what will happen? The border will become a bit more thicker.
Thick. Yeah.
So if I go here, I refresh. Do you see this?
Yes, sir.
And if I make the border as 10, then the thickest border. Save and refresh. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now see the table. If you see, there are two cells besides each other. So this roll number is a cell, and besides roll number is the S name cell. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
And besides S name is the percentage cell. So there are three cells which look like a table. See now, look closely. Yes or no? Yes. So the difference between the distance between these two cells is called as cell spacing. Is called as.
Cell spacing.
So if you want to increase that, you can increase that space also. So for that, in the table with border, the second attribute is cell spacing. Is what?
Cell spacing.
Okay, and let me give 5. Let me give value as 5. And now if you refresh, you will see the difference. Do you see the space has increased?
Yes, sir.
And if I give 10, then
It'll be more spacious.
yeah, the space between two cells will increase. Do you see this? And what is the space between the border and R? The border of the cell and the content of the cell. What is the difference? That space is called as cell padding. That is called as cell padding. Is called as, see over here. So if I give cell padding also as, let's say 5. So the space between the content of the cell and the border of the cell will increase. So now see the space over here between R and the border. Do you see this? Hello?
Yes, sir.
So that is called as
Spacing.
cell padding. Cell spacing is this space between two cells, and cell padding is from the border of the cell to the content of the cell. Okay?
Yes, sir.
So this was a simple table. Okay? Now let's do a bit complicated table. See this table now.
Yes, sir.
So which is this cell? Train number. Which is this cell?
Name.
And which is the, I'll open this in Paint and show it to you all. That will be more clear. I'll open it in Paint and show it to you all. Okay, and this is the arrival, and this is the departure. So now how will we create such tables? So now here what we need to understand is the height of this cell. I'll just take a blue red color. The height of this cell is equal to the height of two cells. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So it is tall. This one cell is occupying the height of two cells, the timing and the arrival departure. So this is called as Rowspan. It's called as what? Row span. So what is the row span of this cell? And T name also is height of two rows. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
That also is row span 2. And timing is taking the space of two columns. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
That is called as,
Column span.
that Colspan is 2. And fair,
Row span.
yeah. So like this you got to set them. And in the first TR, I will have this, and this. Okay. Second TR, and the third TR data will start. Am I clear with this?
Yes, sir.
So now if I need to make adjustment in that table, I'll just copy the code, save it aside with a new name, maybe table 2. So let's save it as table2.html, and okay, this Sakshi caterer is out, and we will say IRCTC, Indian Railways. Okay, border is 10. That's all is fine. and now table name is train timetable. Okay, so the first heading, which is the first heading,
D number.
which is, it is having the row span or call span
Rowspan.
of how much?
Rowspan.
So we got to write over here row span of how much, and what is there in it?
D number.
Okay, then next is again row span of 2, right?
Yes, sir.
Which is what? T name.
Name.
So again row span of 2 and it is
2.
T name. Third is what?
Rowspan of 1.
Row span of no, you don't give row span as 1. You only give if it is more than 1. So the third has call span, no?
Yes, sir.
If it were to be like this, then what would be the call span?
3.
Yeah. So this is for your mark sheet. This is for your mark sheet. Marks,
Mark sheet.
internal, external, and total. So in this case, the call span will be. So here the call span is how much?
2.
So th, which span,
Equals to 2. Call span equals to 2.
and what is that?
Timing.
And the next one is, last one is.
This all should be written in the capital
नहीं कोई कैपिटल में लिख रहा हूँ ताकि आप लोगों को समझ में आए, दिखे, लेजिबल रहे बस, वरना कैपिटल में लिखने की जरूरत नहीं. देखो मैंने यहाँ स्मॉल भी लिखा है, यहाँ मैंने स्मॉल लिखा है. इट इज एज
सर फिर ये केस सेंसिटिव है क्या?
नहीं
मतलब
केस
अगर
सेंसिटिव नहीं है, दोनों भी काम करेगा वो. तो ये ऐसा भी कर सकते हैं अगर आपको करना है तो, कोई केस सेंसिटिविटी नहीं है. समझ में आ रहा है?
यस सर.
और इसका क्या था? रो स्पैन था ना लास्ट वाले का.
हाँ सर.
ओके, तो ये हो गया फर्स्ट रो कंप्लीट. तो फर्स्ट रो कंप्लीट हो गया है ना.
यस सर.
सेकंड रो में कौन है?
अराइवल और डिपार्चर.
उसको कोई रो स्पैन कॉल स्पैन कुछ भी नहीं, क्योंकि वो एक एक सेल ही है ना.
हाँ.
तो वो भी हेडिंग ही है, वो भी हेडिंग ही है ना.
यस सर.
तो 2 ही है, तो ये भी क्लोज हो गया. थर्ड रो से क्या शुरू होगा? एक्चुअल डेटा है ना. 101 डेक्कन क्वीन, 10 AM अराइवल, 10:10 डिपार्चर, 100 रुपीज फेयर. ये क्या है? डेटा है ना.
डेटा है सर. यस सर.
तो डेटा कितने रो जाएंगे? 5 जाएगा ना. 101 डेक्कन क्वीन, 10 बजे का अराइवल, 10:10 का डिपार्चर, और फेयर है 100 रुपया, है ना ऐसा. तो अभी ये रोज कॉपी करो और ये रो पेस्ट करते जाओ, जितने आपको बनाने हैं उतने. आ रहा है समझ में? आई होप you are not getting complicated, not getting confused. 102 हो गया, तो जो भी है प्रगति एक्सप्रेस, ये आती है जैसे 11 बजे जाती है, 11:10 को. इसका फेयर 200 रुपया है. बस इतना काफ़ी है. सेव किया, एंड नाउ लेट्स गो एंड रन इट. So what name did I give it to it, to the file? I named it, I have named,
IRCTC.
नहीं, टेबल का नाम जैसा मैंने फाइल का नाम दिया टेबल 2 दिया था मैंने, क्या दिया था? IRCTC तो हेडिंग था, दिख रहा है अभी आ गया?
Yes sir.
तो ये जो है ना स्पैनिंग ज़्यादा हो गई, इसके लिए टेबल बहुत ऑड सी दिख रही है। तो ये जो है ना सेल स्पेसिंग और सेल पैडिंग, इसको कम कर दो या निकाल ही दो इसको। तो इसकी वजह से टेबल एकदम आउट ऑफ शेप लग रही है। और बॉर्डर भी बहुत ज़्यादा हो गया, बॉर्डर भी 1 दिया तो काफ़ी है। अभी सेव किया है इसको, अभी हम जब इसको रिफ्रेश करेंगे तो प्रॉपर शेप में लगेगी टेबल जैसे। दिख रहा है?
Yes sir.
आ रहा है समझ में कुछ?
हाँ सर. Yes sir.
तो ऐसे टेबल्स को प्रैक्टिस करो आज, ठीक है?
Okay sir.